So there's an old saying that a player is only as good as the team around him. And that just doesn't only pertain to sports. And in this particular situation, we're going to take Tom Cruise, right? Tom Cruise could be in a movie like The Mummy, bomb at the box office, get trashed by critics, nobody cares about it, it's basically an afterthought. And then he could literally come out with a Mission Impossible or an Edge of Tomorrow, and everybody loves Tom Cruise again. I mean, I think there's a lot. No, actually, I think a lot of celebrities actually do not like Tom Cruise, but I like Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying? I can't feed into the nonsense because I don't personally know him. But Mission Impossible movies, they just seem to get better and better and better. Every movie's just better from the last, and it's really just because of the team around him. So when I saw the trailer for this one, I said, you know what? I know I'm going to watch it because I love like those whole like action, spy, espionage, thriller movies. So I said I'm going to check it out. Plus, there's been a lot of hype surrounding it, saying how it might be, you know, the best action movie of 2018. So, you know, I have to check it out. So before I even get into this review, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that and click that bell because I got tons of content for you guys and you don't want to miss a beat. So let's just get right into it right now. So what's good, y'all? It's Abwon, and this is Before You Watch, spoiler-free reviews, and this time it's Mission Impossible Fallout, if you didn't know by now. So I don't know if it's the 7th one or the 12th one or the 9th one. Who cares at this point? All I say is Mission Impossible and use a corresponding year. So that's just what it is. If you didn't know by now, Tom Cruise does his own stunts, and every movie he just outdoes himself. Like when I saw him hanging onto that plane flying over the desert, I said there's no way the next Mission Impossible movie he does something bigger and better. And then I watched this and I said, wow, I was sadly mistaken. It's crazy. This man is pushing 55, like around there, I think, like that, and he's doing these crazy death-defying stunts, and I'm looking like, if Scientology could get me in shape like that, then sign me up, because I be playing ball with dudes in their early 20s. They can't even run up and down the court for a game without, oh, yo, I need a break, man. I need a break. This man is doing like pull-ups on a helicopter flying over like the Arctic tundra. And I'm sitting here like, yo, are you serious? It's crazy. So obviously, just from that alone, you already know the stunts in this movie are out of this world. Like, you know, you got 007, you got Mission Impossible, you got the Bourne movies, you got Liam Neeson, even though nobody really checks for Taken anymore. None of those movies, I mean, they all have their own little niches, you know what I'm saying, and the things they specialize in. I like Jason Bourne the best, but none of them compare to the Mission Impossible movies with these stunts. And let me tell you, the cinematography is beautiful. The locations that they film, the way that they use these angles, just like the chase scenes, everything is just so clean, so classy. You're just watching it and you're just like in awe, like, wow, it's bright, it's vibrant. And it's not even like vibrant like Avatar vibrant with all the blues and the greens and the purples. It could just be like white and brown, like regular earth tones, and it's just like look at the background of this movie, the photo still. That just looks so clean. So I've said this before and I'll say it again. Mission Impossible movies aren't good because Tom Cruise makes them good, but he is the face of the franchise. 30 years from now, when they have some dude that's probably working on the Disney Channel right now playing whatever character in Mission Impossible, we're always going to think, yo, he ain't as good as Tom Cruise, though, man. He ain't as good as Tom Cruise. And that just validates my point. Like, you're only as good as the team around you. And every actor and actress in this movie, no matter how small of a role they have, it could be a simple thug, like a dude that's just running down an alleyway. They all take that role and they're like, we're going to make it good. Because they know there's a standard for Mission Impossible movies. Like, these, we ain't gonna put out no garbage. Viewers know they want to watch some over-the-top stuff, but it's very practical. Now, there are scenes that are CGI. You'll probably notice them here and there, but for the most part, they're very practical. And I like the fact that they started implementing a lot more hand-to-hand combat in these movies, because before it was just always car chases and death-defying stunts. That's all it was. Now, you know, there's more hand-to-hand combat. The women are getting in there. They're doing their thing. They're doing flips and all this other stuff, submission holds and things. And even the other characters that's part of Tom Cruise's team, Ving Rhames, and the other actor, I forget his name. He's like in Shaun of the Dead. Those two guys even do their thing in the roles. Angela Bassett, she's okay, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. She plays her part. And I understand why she's in the movie. I won't spoil it for you, but I understand why she's in the movie, because now they basically, this is like her introductory film. Henry Cavill, the dude that plays Superman, I wasn't really feeling him like that. I felt like he was just like Clark Kent that just got tired of being bullied in this movie. He was just mad at the world, like, I'm out with a vengeance now. Like, Superman is pissed. That's just really just what it was. But the action scenes are top notch too. This movie just has everything for everybody. Like, it's got romance with the love triangles. It's got gunfights. It's got stunts, like I said before. It's got car chase scenes. It's got a decent story. For an action movie, it's got a decent story. And it's got the hand-to-hand combat, like I told you. And not just, you know, oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face and then you're gonna throw me into a table. No, like, they have like real choreography, like serious choreography that's dope. So this franchise, I feel like, is only gonna get better. Only gonna get better from here on out. I walked into this movie and I said, you know what? I'm gonna review it. If it's not as good as the last movie, but it's still good, I'm gonna take it for what it's worth. It's still good. But I really felt like it was a lot better. A lot better. Now, there were some things I didn't like about the movie. One, from the gate, I knew they were gonna foil the villain's plot. Like, I knew they were just gonna win. I mean, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. But I just never felt like the bad guy was really going to win at all. But there are some twists, some misdirectional twists in this movie that really catch you off guard to keep you on your toes and things like that. But that's like my biggest gripe, is just, I just never felt that Tom Cruise was ever going to fail in this movie. You just knew he was going to get it done. Even when all the odds were stacked against him, you're just watching it and you're just waiting for him to do his thing. He's just like the man. Another thing I didn't like about this movie is, I get that it's PG-13. They want more people in the seats, but this movie was like really PG-13, like borderline PG. They didn't show blades penetrating skin. They didn't show exit wounds from gunshots. They didn't even show the character holding their ribs in pain with blood on their garments. They would just show their face wincing like, oh, I think I've been stabbed. And that's literally it. There's only one curse word in the movie, which is the F word. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you could have literally not have used that word, that expletive, put some more gore into the movie to add to these scenes. But what do I know? I'm not a director, right? I'm just here doing YouTube reviews. So everybody, the hype around this movie, everybody was saying it's going to be between this and Infinity War for best action movie of the year. And this is the last blockbuster of 2018. So I will say this. A lot of people are going to give Infinity War the nod simply because we've invested so much time into these characters. So to see them cross over into this massive melee and chaos and Infinity War, this massive war, people have emotional attachments to these characters. They feel like they know the Scarlet Witch. They feel like they know Black Widow. They feel like they know Iron Man. You know, they don't feel like they know Tom Cruise. They're just watching these movies. But I will tell you this. As standalone movies, that's it. Just standalone movies. We're not going to talk about the whole 10 years and all first phase, second phase of the MCU. No, we're not talking about that. Standalone movies. This movie takes a cake over Infinity War. And I loved Infinity War. But this movie was almost 3 hours. And the second it was over, if they would have played the movie again, I literally would have sat there and watched it again like it was the very first time. This is the best movie. This is the best action movie of 2018. I give it an 8.8. An 8.8. Everything that you want out of an action movie, you will get from this film. You will walk in. It's exhilarating. You won't even want to walk out to use the bathroom. It's just action scene on action scene on action scene. And the story is sprinkled in here and there with the excellent pacing. You will get everything you want out of this movie plus more. So that's it. 8.8, best action movie of 2018. I said it. So hit me up in my comments. Let me know what you thought. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're already subscribed or if you're about to subscribe, make sure you hit that bell. I have tons of content. I'm always putting out videos. You do not want to miss a beat. I got a new series out called the JLA Top 5. We just did the JLA Top 5 Denzel Washington movie. So, you know, Equalizer was hot like 2 weeks ago. You might want to check that out and then check this review out or check this movie out. But anyway, it is what it is. My social media links will be in my description. Talk to me, I talk back. I'm out of here. Peace.